Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good health. Good health. Good health. Good morning. Listen, I don't know if you guys remember, but I did a video once, years ago. And I said the Washington Redskins was going to have to change their name. I told you. It's finally official today. Hi, Clothing Girl. I love that name. It's finally official today. All of my predictions always come true. Now, whether or not you have the patience to make it come true is not my problem. But everybody always says, Miss Tracey, so when you gave me your reading, I was like, that's one crazy psychic, ha 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 ha. But everything came true. If you don't manipulate it, everything will come true. If you don't try to manipulate it, you know what I mean? Don't manipulate it. If I tell you somebody's going to be your man, don't act like you're his wife, because then you actually manipulate and change the energy. Just let the universe and you work together. Calm down. Calm down. All right, I'm over this. Hi, Only Amber. How are you? Good morning. Yep, shaking. Okay, let's get over here. Washington Commander. It's a stupid name, but it cannot be the Redskins. With an axe, right? It just felt very invasive. But I told you guys, I'll find the video, because I must have did it like 6 or 7 years ago, because they had a problem 6 or 7 years ago. I think I did it with someone, probably Jason. And because sports is such big money, I believe the person I did the reading with, if I did it with someone, was like, oh, no, sports is too big. But as it turned out, football is full of shit. Very racist. Football's very racist, but I'm not trying to, like, go there. But it is. Who's that guy that's suing the football team? About time. Somebody needs to sue Roger Goodell. Right, Prairie? It's about time they changed that damn name. Are there any other names we need to look into? Are there any other names? Y'all gotta let me know. If there are other names we need to look into, I will protest. I will demand the change. And if I demand the change, Spirit's gonna be like, we gotta fix this. Tracey said, we gotta fix. My spiritual people are like on it. Do you guys see that IKEA commercial? That is the best commercial to describe the spirits that are around you. Do you guys know the IKEA commercial where it's the dad and the little girl and these monsters that are oversized teddy bears? They're just like watching the door and they play, and then the phone rings and he picks up the phone, the one monster teddy bear, and he crushes it because he's not letting this this family get disturbed by no phone, no work. Do you guys see that commercial? It's my favorite commercial. That's the monsters that are around you. I like to call them monsters, but they're really angels. But they're monsters. Like in Lovecraft, when the little girl lost her arm and they left her in a car, which was stupid. But back in the day, you would leave your kids in a car, so it was actually very normal. And then this monster comes, and then they cut to another scene, and then we're petrified because she's like this in a car, like this. Oh, God. And then they kill the lady that was evil. Remember, she kept transforming into this younger person because she would take the body of the person she killed. Such bizarre shit. Bizarre. There's some truth to it, though, but let's not get into all of that. She would take it, because I think people, okay. I think that people drink the blood of people to stay young. Is that crazy? Yes, it's completely crazy. But I still think people do that. So I think this was a version of drinking blood, but they just made it all dramatic and etc. But drinking the blood of someone is crazy too, because I'm sorry, you have to kill someone to drink their blood. I'm sorry. I'm kind of rambling on today. I wonder what's going on. But in any case, because I rambled on during my exercise session too, and I'm doing it again. Whatever. All right, so then they realize how powerful this woman is, but they got to get the soul out of the body. I don't know if you guys understood that at Lovecraft. It was about separating the soul, right? So they put bricks down, like concrete, right? That's the only, like, that was the magic, like, kryptonite was concrete. And then she still doesn't die. They walk away. The black guy dies. The main character, I can't remember his name. So sorry. I'm so disrespectful. I'm just really bad at names. I don't care who you are. But in any case, the main character dies, and they're like dragging his dead body. Why? I don't know. She's pregnant. So we know that there's, you know, something else coming. Although I have to tell you, HBO didn't pick it up. In any case, so they're off going back to the car, but the little girl's not there, right? And then you see the little girl come to the woman that's concrete down, and then she knows, right? Because she has a bigger gift than everyone else, because she disappeared somewhere else to get the gift, right? She had to portalize herself. So she got the gift, right? And so she realizes, oh, hell no, this woman never gonna die, right? So if I'm not mistaken, does she kill the guy? Does she kill, or all of a sudden you see this monster come around, and he's like, right? I'm not sure who kills her. I think the monster probably kills her, which is a spiritual thing, spiritual against spiritual, right? Oh yeah, Lovecraft had me stuck. It was riveting, right? Okay, so the monster kills, right? I think. I have to watch it again. This is the very last episode. The monster kills, and it's very symbolic of like spirit to spirit, because she was spirit, even though it was evil, the monster spirit. The reason why I'm telling you this story is because that's what your monsters and angels look like. See, in white culture, they want you to believe that your angels are, I'm the good witch, lollipop. They're not like that. They're horrible looking beings, right? You know what I love? I love gargoyles. Swear to God. In my other place, I couldn't carry them because I had to carry, I forgot what those things are called. What are these things called? All right, hold on a second. What are these things called? I forget the name of them. What are they? Okay, in any case, I had to carry these creatures, right? From where I live, right? But what you didn't know is that I had a gargoyle all over my house. Did you guys know that? So I had a tree called the illicit tree, and I put a gargoyle in the illicit tree. No, I didn't put the gargoyle. Did I put the gargoyle in the illicit tree? No, I think the gargoyle, I think I might have put it in the illicit tree, but then I had to take it out. So I had a table full of plants, so the gargoyle was at the table full of plants. You can hardly see it anytime, but it was there. And then I had a gargoyle at the base of my office, right? Because it was my living room, but my office was actually a kitchen. But at the base, I put a gargoyle, right? And at one time, I had a gargoyle outside my door, but I don't know why I changed it. I also had a cinnamon broom outside my door. Like, I do weird shit, right? My point to you is, The good ship lollipop doesn't exist. You know, good witch Linda, that's what's called fairy tale. Your angels are monsters. Like the IKEA commercial. Do you guys know the IKEA commercial? Gnomes. So now I have my gnomes. I got 4 of them. I like to call them the international gnomes. One is Chinese, one is Mexican, one is chocolate black, and the other one is white. It's the internationals. They're so cute, I know. And how they traveled without getting broken. My monsters traveled with my gnomes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Consecration by way of blood sacrifice, very normal in many traditions. You're not crazy, Tracy. Really? Mm-hmm. Thank you for that. All right. If you want to read with me, I do have openings today, but only in the morning shift. Text me. I hate this. Text me for readings. 213-458-7408. There you go. Let me just put this up here. If you're on, could you please like and share and do all that good stuff that YouTube likes? I don't know why they need you to like the button. I don't know why, but it might make a difference. But I don't know why. But everybody else says, like, I need likes. I figured maybe I should start begging for likes. I don't know. All right. Let's move it on. My candles have made their big reveal everywhere. Twitter, social media, IG, Facebook, right? This is a healing candle. And no two are alike. So whenever you get one, it is uniquely for you. Picked by your monsters. Then we have the money candles. The money candles just made their big reveal. No two are alike. Right? And today I'm going to reveal the gold candles. Choose these 2. These are your gold candles. This is for power and success. How pretty are these candles? What you guys don't understand is that everything has intent and purpose. So in the wax, I automatically put frankincense and myrrh because I come from a religious base. I believe in my religious base. Frankincense and myrrh is the oldest herbs in, ancient, right? And so I use them because they have a purpose, a meaning. And then each of the candles are sharing 2 or more oils that is specifically for that purpose. So you're not just getting a candle that smells good, right? You're getting a candle with oils that have meaning for your health, that have meaning to bring more money and prosperity to you, that has meaning to create power and success in your life. They are sparkly so that the angels can carry your wishes. They will come with a little package of herbs and crystals so that you can charge the energy with the herbs that are being included and sprinkle it on the candle. And they come with a very specific prayer. And you are mandated. I usually don't have rules, but this is a rule that's worked for my bracelets. You are mandated to say the prayer that's going to be sent over 7 times. And then you make 3 wishes. make the wishes responsible. Because you're going to get your wishes. So be careful what you wish for. This is the first batch, right? This is the first batch. This is also probably a test batch, to be honest with you. Just to see what the feedback is like, how much you guys really love it. There's going to be a second batch, all different modalities. I believe the health one will also be included in the second batch, because I always want everyone to remember that we are in a pandemic, and everything and anything is always going to be about your good health. You can't have money without good health. You can't be powerful without good health. So even in a second batch, it will be health, but this time, definitely love is going to be one of the candles, and I haven't decided what the third one will be. I'm very proud of myself. I didn't get this until I moved to St. Croix. Because, it's so funny, because God was like, go to St. Croix. And I was like, okay, thank you. I've always wanted to go to St. Croix. Or St. Thomas, the Virgin Islands. It didn't matter to me. But I wound up in St. Croix because the Airbnb was cheaper here. And then I got here, and I realized I was supposed to be in St. Thomas. Well, it takes forever to get to St. Thomas, first of all. It's like a 12-hour ride or a $100 air flight. And I just didn't have the energy once I landed to go look at homes in St. Croix, in St. Thomas. Plus, everybody that I speak to tell me you do not want to be in St. Thomas. It is busy. And I'm coming from a big city, New York, a big city, California. I didn't want to go to another big city. Also, the cruise ships are much more busier in St. Thomas. They get like 13 a day or something like that. I'm exaggerating. But we have the COVID, so there's a problem with the cruise ships and COVID around here. But it's a whole nother story. All right. Yes, Kay, you know what it is. Yes, Kay. Yes, I haven't announced a prayer, but you know what it is, Kay. Oh, Mia. Mia's like, Tracy, I'm supposed to be saving money, but I'm going to need each of those candles. Well, how I'm selling the candles is you do get a package of 3. I'm not selling them individually, right? So and the reason why I came to that conclusion, because I know people aren't going to purchase the health candles. I already know this. So I've decided that that's unacceptable, because I want you guys to understand health is foremost. So to make it easier on your lives, you get 1 health, 1 money, 1 power. Oh, St. Croix is really chill. It's so chill. You're going backwards here. It's so chill. Okay, so I'm talking a lot about nothing, because we have to discuss Whoopi, who has been suspended for 2 weeks. We're talking out of her face about the Jews, or Jewish, or are they a race, or was it white against white? I don't think she was that wrong in her thinking. I think that people are starting to forget what the Holocaust was all about, right? And with everything that's going on right now today, with Afghanistan, with the Haitians, with the Palestinians, right? It's easier to now forget what happened to the Jews. I'm not saying that's what Whoopi did. I'm saying as a totality, we're coming up on a generation of people that will have no history, except for what's in the history books, thank God, of what happened to the Jews. So the information begins to become convoluted. And because we now see white against white, right? When we see, no, but I'll look it up, Goldie. I'll definitely look it up. Where we see, you know, white kids shooting up white schools, right? You know, you're kind of thinking now, you're saying there's a lot of white on white crime. And so was there white on white always? And was it about race? Okay, so clearly, let's be clear about something. The Holocaust was about eradicating the Jews. But Jews, there are Polish Jews, there's Israeli Jews, right? It's a big, so I think, I'm not speaking for her, but it's, you know, in growing up, okay, yeah, I'm not speaking for her, but I could understand with so much time passing that things are getting convoluted. So the education is mandatory, right? And in the same token, if the Jewish education is mandatory for us to always remember, right, then critical race theory should be mandatory too. And I say this because, and you have to tell me if I'm wrong, but I say this because I don't know enough ordinary Jews that talk about critical race theories. But they always want us to remember what happened with them. I mean, blacks are genocide through the cops and through secret KKK in modern day society in 2021, right? I need somebody that's Jewish to say, wow, what happened to you happened to us, right? And this is how we solved our problem, right? I think the Haitians are being genocide because they don't get any American help, any American dollars, right? Because they were the first race that won the war against the French. And once the Americans got that, you know, from that point, they have forever been suffering because America will not help the Haitians. You saw what happened, Jews. I didn't see anybody protesting that was Jewish when the Haitians came here for survival. I'm asking a question. So I understand that you suspended Whoopi ABC, but it's way too much dramatics. Why is it only about the Jews? It's okay to get confused. It's okay to forget history. But we have modern day history, ABC, that no one is looking at. If you want me to get technical, to this day, the Israelis, you know, are putting genocide on the Palestinians. They don't want them to survive. They don't want a single blood to continue with the Palestinians today. And we, the American presidents, give them like $500 billion. I mean, can somebody, you know, from the Jewish community tell me about the Tulsa massacre? Seneca Village, and where? You know, the Freedom Ride, that was recent. Can anybody Jewish tell me about that? As you all just want to annihilate Whoopi? I'm just saying, I'm confused. I'm happy to remember the Holocaust. It was disgusting what happened. To take somebody's skin and make it into a lampshade. Hi. To make somebody's skin and turn it into a lampshade. To, you know, mess with their body parts and their ovary. You guys have no idea how bad it was. I studied it from a child. I don't know why. I was just, because I believe I was Jewish, first of all. So I think that's why. From the time I was 9 or 10, I would be looking at black and white TV like this. Only one in my house, by the way. No one else is interested. Just little old weird me. But can somebody Jewish tell me that you understand that the word picnic meant pick a nigger? That was separated from their families? That they would have picnics with bodies hanging from a tree and they would eat the burnt parts and the children would play around the bodies? I'm asking. It's just a question. Just a question. So as you want to annihilate Whoopi, why don't you come clean? And why don't you tell me where you were during Black Lives Matter and George Floyd dying? Where was your protest for us? As we literally saw a modern day lynching. But yeah, go ahead and suspend Whoopi. Go ahead. You can't suspend all of us. Now, you want to start another revolution? Let's get it started. Because you can't make us remember your history and you refuse to participate in modern day lynchings by the cops, by guns. I thought it was a taser. I didn't know I picked up my gun. So I'm sorry, we're not going to let you take Whoopi down. Those days are over. You're going to fall in line and you're going to understand that to this day, people are suffering, much like the Jews did. The difference is that they're not taking the skin off. They're still killing whole neighborhoods with children and women. Are you kidding me? Did I explain this well? Am I getting across to anybody? Do you feel like I'm being racist? Or do you feel like I'm speaking some form of the truth? Like, it can't just be about one person, one group. And memorials and state hospitals with names on it. Other races are suffering the same way. Different degrees. But they're still being annihilated. Never forget, that's our motto too. You don't get to own it. So, and you know how you fix something like this when people want to talk about race? Stay focused on your own color. You don't want to fix this? Don't talk about somebody else's race. Talk about your own race. So when somebody begins to say, oh man, you know, the Holocaust and, you know, this happened to us, you have to go, yeah. It sounds so familiar, like when George Floyd died in front of all of us. When Ahmaud Arbery was shot down for running. That's how you fix the conversation. You don't talk about another race. You talk about yours. And you wake people up. That's it. You know, I was watching some panel with Charlize Theron and Viola Davis. There were other people on the panel. And each body was talking about the entertainment industry. And Viola, you know, she's on a mantra. And she said, well, you know, as a Black woman, it's been hard. And Charlize Theron interjected to kind of like stop her at the neck. And Viola stood her ground. And I don't know what Viola said, but she stood her ground. And she was like, but it's my Black experience. And so that's how I'm going to tell my story, basically. But you know, I watched Charlize Theron not try to let Viola speak on her experience for the 10th time. She gets to speak on it for the 20th time, for the 100th time. This is her story, Charlize, and you don't get to change that narrative because that's white. So when you're out there and people are like, oh, my race, oh, my race, oh, my race, talk about your race. And if you want to add the Native American Indians in, please do, because you know they don't have a voice. Talk about genocide. Get the fuck out of here. All right. All right, what's everybody saying? You know I'm hot, right? Oh, that's it. Charlize is from South Africa. That makes so much sense. They don't have kindness or careness. Oh, she doesn't have. Well, who cares what she has? I don't care. It doesn't mean she understands Black. It means that she's probably using the 2 kids to show herself to be a part of a bigger system. They use little Black kids. Are you kidding me? This is the way they use little Chinese kids. Focus on shared pain from exploitation. Thank you, Sansa. We all suffer when someone is hateful. Yes, thank you, Sansa. All right, so let's look at Whoopi's faux pas. It was a faux pas. It was a faux pas. Again, we're coming on a race of children that are never going to know about the Holocaust. And if I have to learn about Anne Frank and the Holocaust in school, somebody better teach critical race theory. Somebody better teach about Robert Abbott. Somebody. I had my list here. Why did I put it away? Oh, here it is. Somebody better teach about the Fugitive Slave Act. Somebody better teach about Nat Turner. Somebody better teach about the 1619 year that the slaves were brought to America. And that is nothing. That's a taste that big about Black history in America. Right, Charlize has an agenda, right? All right. Whoopi. This is a work card. This is standing still on the fence. I think she's going to consider retiring at this point. A little confused because I think inside her head in this day and age, you know, the way the statement came out, I think from the president of ABC or Disney, they were like, well, we're sending her home to think. Like, you're not her child. How about if she never comes back? How about if this starts a revolution? She is thinking, actually, ABC. She is thinking. Because she's thinking the disrespect of it all, that there's such a bigger picture and that the white race is missing the big picture. It wasn't just a mistake. It was a mistake of honor that I could say something, but saying nothing is also a mistake. So when other races don't talk about me and my race, that's a mistake. Put somebody else on punishment. She's ready to go, guys. She just is. And she will. Now, I do get the Tower card here, Whoopi, but I'm kind of getting it because you've been skating by. I'm kind of getting the Tower card because I want to put this right. Because although you do represent us, and although you are all about Black artistry and Black care, there is something that is being silenced inside of you. That you say what you say based upon somebody's permission for you to say what you say. And I think you've been having this problem for quite some time now. I think you've been saying, you know what I really wanted to say in private when the show would be over and you would be like, you know what I really wanted to say was this. And then your counterparts, especially the ethnic counterparts, would be like, oh my God, I know. Because we do that in Black culture, right? You guys don't get it, but we do that in Black culture. We're like, oh my God, my boss is so, she's so annoying. You know what we say? She white. And you go, yeah. I knew it, because you know, white folks would be like, blah, 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 blah. That's normal for us. And I feel like she's had these normal conversations with her ethnic counterparts, right? And maybe Joy, because Joy is actually very fluid in terms of, you know, fairness and race and all that other stuff, right? Not 100%, because I don't know if whites can actually get it 100%. I think new whites will get it, those that understand the need for blending. But I think if somebody's white and 70, I don't think you're going to get it that much, right? There is a woman here, a fire sign woman, that I think is going to encourage her to walk away. Now, even though I have the Tower, it falls inside my head. Because the one thing I'm getting about Whoopi is that it wasn't about this career. At some point, it was like, end it well. End it on top. And does this allow her to end it on top? Well, the Tower shows up. So the answer to that is, yeah, it does. And so what? Right? Don't beat yourself up, Whoopi. Because you are a goddamn magician. Did I say that right? Magician. I like it better the first time. You are a goddamn magician. And you wield African power, Whoopi. You have to say today if you need the white dollar. You have to decide where your legacy lies. You have to start a revolution. And you have to be your own entity in your own empire. And you have to let us follow you. And we will. Because we're not taking it anymore. We're not going to let you suspend Whoopi. We're going to follow Whoopi wherever she goes. And if that can't be Disney or ABC, all right. That's okay. But we're not going to let any of you throw Whoopi in a gutter. Not after George Floyd. So you have the power, Whoopi. I get some man at the final outcome and some woman at the final outcome. I think, Whoopi, if you leave, the View fails. I think the View has gone on way too long. I think you guys can't find a decent conservator that is not a Trumpster. I don't even respect half the views on COVID, not COVID, the CDC, not believing in the CDC. You guys don't even talk enough about the Spanish community, the Native American community. It's just not enough of anything. It's just a bunch of women now cackling. The value has been lost. And I think Whoopi, with one statement, it is plummeted. And it's okay to turn off your TVs to The View. They're no longer representing you and I. And what Whoopi said was a mistake, but it was about the redirection and the re-education. Don't punish us because we're starting to forget. And if you're going to punish us because we're starting to forget, can we then help you remember critical race theory? I'm appalled too. Who said that? I'm appalled. She is a national treasure, and you will not do this to her. So with all that being said, why do I feel like you could get married, Whoopi? I know that sounds kind of weird, but we'll just wait and see. But it feels like it, maybe to a white guy. But I definitely think you are going to turn this around. I think you're going to become your own, you know what? Could you hook up with Byron Entertainment? At first I wanted to say BET because I was getting the letter B, but maybe it's Byron. Maybe Whoopi, you could be the masterclass for critical race theory. Again, you're the magician. Turn the thing around? Turn it around. We need you, Whoopi. And you will not be annihilated. 0 chance. We will uplift you because we need you. So turn it around. You turned it around before, girl. You've done this before. You know they tried to cancel you before. All right. And fucking leave. You got more power than you recognize. Leave. Well, maybe they should get together. Thank you, Goddess Ring. I hope ABC gets backlash too. Fuck y'all. Just so tired of the bullshit. Just so tired of y'all not caring about us. The black culture. Get your act together. Be kinder. All right. And nobody fired Ramona yet. I need to see Ramona fired. I know that's a different channel, but I'm just saying. Oh, man. How did I do this before? All right, well, it's facing YouTube. Hi, Jamie. Right side up. Gambler. Gambler. I think Whoopi's going to take a gamble and fucking leave. I'd be surprised if she even comes back after 2 weeks. I wouldn't. I would be done. All right, gambler. A risk taker who plays the odds, including certain entrepreneurs, day traders, and those who take risks in politics and other social arenas. Attempts to outrun the speed at which ordinary change happens. Positive aspects manifest in following your intuition, even in the face of universal doubt. Look for the ability to follow your intuition in risky situations. Just leave, Whoopi. Don't go out like Megan. Don't go out like this. Just don't come back. Fuck it. So sick of people. All right. What's Kenny Rogers' song? I stopped watching ESPN for some of the same reason. It's owned by Disney. Okay. I hope she does. She doesn't need them. I wouldn't return either. F them. That's what I should say. I should say F them. You're on fire today. I am. Because they came from my Whoopi. We support Whoopi. She is no whipping child. Thank you. Turn the beat around. That's what it was. You know, I don't know words to songs. Oh my God. Yeah, I hope ABC gets backlash. I agree with you, Tracy. If Whoopi leaves, then joy, the end of The View. Right. It was an understandable mistake. I think that's what it wasn't based on racism. It was based on not understanding that there's been an uprise on white crime. And then when you look back on it, I could see where, when you look at today and you look back, it's like, what was that? What was that? Right? And being an Israeli is a race. Being Jewish is a religion, I thought. So I could see the mistake if you see Jewish as a religion. The problem that we've had over the years is that Jewish has become a race. So we get confused, but Israel is a race. Polish is a race. Jewish is a religion. All right. Jewish folks know they are white. Well, wait a second. There's two different things that are going on. American Jews play white because they can pass as white. When they feel insulted, they're Jews. You ever noticed that? They're white until they can't get money, until they need to bill as a building to talk about the Holocaust. That's when they become Jews. But in America, they play white. And so sometimes you can get confused. And the problem I have with that is that I never hear my Jewish counterparts support me and my African brothers. I never hear that. So it's so easy to, in 2022, to begin to get confused because I never see you support me, ever. For me to understand continuously what you went through, continuously. I'm different. I grew up purposely seeking out these shows. I was a weird kid. I wanted to know. I wanted to know what it felt like. I would be there as the documentaries were displaying. It was despicable. Like, I don't know if you guys looked at some of those documentaries, and I have to invite you to look at them. I have to invite you to live in the shoes of someone in Auschwitz. And to hear all the survival stories. Like, it's mortifying. But no more mortifying than slavery. And slavery exists to this day. Because what they did to Whoopi was a form of slavery. All right. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, see that statement. And that's why I think Whoopi might be having a problem. That might be the tower. because the statement was, I am suspending, not we, not ABC, not Disney. It was one man's ego. And that was the misfire. Thank you. Thank you, A Goddess Rising. Oh, I didn't know that. They had a black woman pull the trigger. And they had her say I instead of Disney. That's so typical. I didn't even know that. Damn. That is such big house, slave, plantation, big house. So the black woman, come on, guys. I'm done. I'm done. This is exactly why we have a problem to this day. All right, because she could have said no. She could have said, no, let's reword this. I don't mind saying it, but let's reword this. Let's say ABC, let's say The View, let's say Disney. But it was I. That was a woman that did that. I didn't recognize it. I thought it was a male. Whatever. I'm over this. Oh, who gave me $9.99? Oh, let's normalize super chats. Thanks for your sharing, Tracy. Oh, where did that come from? Why did I totally miss that? Oh, here you are. Oh, Truth gave me, Truth just Cholanda. Hi, Cholanda. Oh, she gave me $5. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much. And MI sent $9.99. She says, let's normalize super chat, Tracy. Thanks for sharing your gift. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. I feel honored that I could just be. And I think, Whoopi, that's where you need to be. You need to just be. You know, all this bullshit. Yeah, all the crap that Megan said, that bitch never got suspended. Exactly. Exactly. All right, guys. I got to do dashikis and bonnets. I'm running late, and then I have to go to work. Kim Godwin, she gave the statement. Was it her? Well, that was a very powerful statement, and that was a bitchy move if she was the one that said, I am suspending her, and I am giving her time to think. F you, Kim Godwin. F you. Sansa goes, was Rosie ever suspended? She was a mess. She sure was. But yeah, they're white, right? All right. I got to get out of here. We're not going to solve this today. We will support Whoopi. Whoopi, if you come back, you come back. If you retire, I think you're definitely going to retire. I think you need to take a gamble and walk away and create something that's so brand new, and you create a critical race theory channel. They don't want us to talk about it. They don't want to teach it in our schools. But they want to teach the Holocaust. They want to teach about the civil rights, you know, the Americans, but they don't want to teach about how horrible it has been for us since 1619. You change the narrative and you create your own. And Whoopi, we will follow. I can't wait to see what you're going to do. But staying under the thumb of NBC or some woman that thinks she's in a big house, F them. I love you all. Take it easy. Bye.